very important things that to be taken care of. I already know how this demonstration is going to go pretty much. Like I said, it's a light gray screen paint. I mean, like I said, we tested against high performance certified screens, and those screens are certified screens. Compare that. If our technology can take those on, this is going to be pretty much, uh, it's going to be a cakewalk. All right. Not to be bragging, but it's going to be a cakewalk. All right. So, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I started the title off as a fake demonstrations because I want to show you something. First thing first, before we start diving into these tests, let's show you first, this is a product that we got from a customer. Sorry about how it looks. When it got here, you guys see the unboxing. The paint top was cracked. It wasn't taped correctly down, and paint has spilled all inside of the bag. I got the bag over there in the other area, but we had enough of it to paint this right here for the outside demonstrations. And then I'm going to show you something. We're going to start showing where he's faking demonstrations. And it's a shame. It's sad. It really is. Mixing black products, claiming that other people's products. So we're going to look at a demonstration he did on black screen paint. And we're going to, now we're getting set up in here. All set up in here. This is different products there. Different projectors we're using. So I want to show you this. It's a shame. So I'll have a look at this. So if you're expecting for his screen to outperform the 11 sample sheets we have over here, which was already testing against our product, that's not going to go. Just so it's not going to work. Let me go in here and start this a little bit so we don't have this going into pause mode. Now, as I said before, did a lot of praying on this on how to handle this situation, how it has to be done. I'm going to do this professionally. And these are things that have to be exposed. Can't have people going around doing stuff like this. It's wrong. Either against me or anybody else is wrong. So we're going to mute so we don't have any, we don't play the voice and all that stuff like that. I'll tell you I don't do that. So we're going to show you something here. Now, this is supposed to be, I want you to look how dark that is. How dark that looks. I want you to stare at that for a minute. Have a look at that video. How dark that comes out. This is supposed to be our product. Let's look at that real quick. Now, in these videos, when we're going through this, I'm going to keep my patience. I'm not going to mention anything about attorneys, lawyers, and any of that stuff. I'm not going to say anything about that. I just want you to look at this. Now, you see how dark that image is? All right, I'm going to pause it right there. That's a 12 right there. Now, mind you, we're going to put this on a 17 too, and 17s are 3 shades darker than 12s. That screen should be one big black spot. We should get our stand up a little bit here. Here and here. There we go. Isn't that interesting? Do you see how interesting that looks? How is it in the video over there that the 12 is supposed to come up so dark that it's just a big black spot? But yet we're doing this on a nice bright video, and our screen's not coming up dark. We're going to do a lot more demonstrations in this. We got a whole lot. This is just the tip of the iceberg that we got to do here. We haven't even done the coloring when we do the different color shades of color. We haven't even done that yet. The dark environments, we haven't done that yet. That's what that big surface over there is sitting up there for. Now, it'd have been easier if you went in and did that demonstration correctly and said, okay, well, here's the deal. The white levels aren't that bad on the technology. My white levels are going to be a little bit higher because my screen is lighter. Just like when we designed the ultra light gray screen paint we had downstairs, it is going to have much higher white levels than our black technology because it's a lighter screen. Where the darker screens are going to produce a heavier contrast than the lighter screens. Just basic common sense. But to portray it to be something so dark that is going to disrupt your picture quality is absolutely foolishness. And that's what you did by displaying that demonstration and broadcasting it like that. You're doing fake demonstrations. It's called slandered. It's basically claiming that our company is something that it's not. See what I'm getting at here? Could land you in a lot of trouble. Now, I'm not going to bring up the legal part of this because I need to keep this clean. It's kind of hard not to when you have people doing stuff like this. This is how much darker your screen is to mine. And yet, my screen can pull up an image that bright. Now, I expect for you to be a little brighter than my screen because, like I said, your screen is very light. But to portray my technology as being that dark that people can't make out the image at all, that they're wasting money. Okay. Let's get a little music in here too. I think I'm gonna pause this for a minute. I gotta get a little music in here real quick. Turn this off. When I was doing the acoustics for the screen behind me, we turned off the sound. Now mind you, this is a 12. 17s are far more brighter. You're going to have to face that monster next, and that'll be in the next room soon. And that screen is crazy bright. But we'll see how you go. Let's get some sound in here. We don't need sound. Now I have to get the sound back on. So I need remote controls for this thing. I know the menu by heart. Turn it down a little bit. It's not too loud. There we go. Let's go over to, let's see where this is going now. See how the flower just faded out on your screen paint. You can't pick up reds. I know that from the door. That's going to happen when we show up the colors. When we show up the color screens, it's not going to pick up red correctly. Doesn't have the capability to do so. Now we know we get those particular individuals say, but his screen is brighter. It's brighter because it's a lighter color. I know pretty much in school you've learned how colors work, correct? Now, this is not toward my customers, this is toward the naysayers. I have to correct them and educate them. You know how colors work, right? So if you have a color that's brighter, it's going to pick up brighter and whiter white levels, right? Okay. That's not the issue here. The issue here is the screen's maintained. Our screen's maintaining what it's supposed to do. The problem we have here is the fact that in this video, he portrayed the 12 as being dark, where you can't see the screen. Now, in our descriptions of our product on our website, it clearly says, and I've said this many times, when I do demonstrations, I always display those white levels first when showing off our screens against other brands of name brand screens. We show those white levels first, and then we show those colors. Like if I were to go to white screensaver. Now, he should pull up a higher white level, which is not a good sign. Because now when we switch over to the color red. There's no way in the world he's going to maintain a red level next to a black screen. Virtually impossible. I told you that was not going to happen. You see the technology we test over here. We test high performance certified screens. This is a screen paint. We test our technology against high-end screens. It'd be different if we tested our product against our own stuff or other great screen paint mixes, but we don't. We test our stuff against certified screens, which means it holds more weight. Which means that we can surpass those screens with no problem. Anything else underneath that would not be a problem for us to take on. The color blue. No matter what color I'm going to put on that screen, the screen's going to remain the same. The color green. Now we're going to do this in the pitch black dark because we're going to have people. I'm not really concerned about who's going to be complaining about this, that, and the other. We're not concerned about that. What we're going to show you is the fact that it doesn't measure up to our technology. Yeah. We'll save that one for last. That's the star screen. You know what's going to happen. We're going to do contrast demonstrations, yes. We're going to do contrast demonstrations with the lights on and off. So we got plans for the big boy, which is over here. So we got a big enough sample sheet for that one. And we're going to be doing some demonstrations on the 17. $4K fish. $4K fish. See how your color washed out? It's supposed to be a deep purple. That's because your screen can't see contrast, that's why. All right, so we're going to be back in to show you some of the tests we're going to be running against. Things we're going to be doing. These are the 3 ones we have right now. There's a difference between this one and this one, which I want to see if there's much of a difference between the personal mix and the Metallica mix. How much of a difference is that? We're going to bring in a white screen for that one. So we have to get set up for that one. We're going to need let me see, 100-inch screen, and do that one. That's what we're going to need. So apparently the demonstrations you were doing, that's not our product. That's definitely black paint in there. That's definitely black paint. So that shows you already from the door that you're doing fake. I mean, you're doing fake demonstrations regardless. But like I said, today we're going to be starting some interesting demonstrations. We're going to be hitting the 1,000 lumens, 900 lumens, 800 lumens. We're going to hit the 1,500 lumens. We're going to do full contrast at around 1,600 to 1 contrast. We're going to see if your screen can pull up on a Starfield demonstration with the Panasonic. I think that's the one we have with the 16,000 to 1. So let's take a look and see what we got. We're going to be playing with today. You are going to be working with Starfield demonstration, Panasonic. That is a 15 or 16,000 to 1 contrast with 1,500 brightness. You're going to be working with 1,800 lumens. You're going to be working with I think that's 2,800 lumens. We got a BenQ 2,800 lumens, and then we have over here. This is another 2,800 lumen Optima. We are going to be using the Sony 3,600 lumen projector, Chrissy 505, 2,800 lumen in focus. Then we get to the fun part. We get to these bad boys. At the bottom over here, we got Sony 1,000 lumens. We got 800 lumens and 900 lumens. Those are going to have to run through that computer right there because you can't use them with that particular adapter. We're going to be doing a white screen demonstration, how both of these come together. We're going to do the white screen with the Crow's Metallica mix and the personal mix on the white screen. That's going to be set up for that right there. Then we have the sample sheets. I want to see how close your screen came to matching the Lux. You've done that one and all the other sample sheets. This is another fellow who basically makes screen paint. You'll be going against him also too. We have his samples here. All of these here, definitely the silver Metallica paint. We definitely do this right here. That is definitely going to be done. All these are going to have to be done. And definitely against this one right here. This is that silver Metallica paint. I'm curious to see this one right here. Let me see what else we got. We got more samples to go. So this is all the screens that 12 had to go through, and you're seeing 12 doing one by one, lined up over and over again and again and again. The 12 had to go through. So he should be able to outperform all these screens when we do the colors. When we start doing the color blends back and forth, changing the colors, his screen should show a massive, should be to show a massive improvement on the way he's been explaining exactly how good his technology is. When we get done that, then you're going to go against the 17s, and then you're going outside against the 12 again. Yeah, we got the 12 outside. We're actually going to do half and half. So the screen downstairs, half of that's going to be painted with 12. The other half is already painted with yours. We're going to take it outside. We're going to do that demonstration on 1,000 lumens, and then we're going to have some fun, hit it with the, we got a 52 in here? Yeah, we got a 52 in here. We got a Sony VPO FH36. That's a 52. Good gracious, man. People are hitting me up right now on this. Oh, yeah. Then we'll put it on Facebook when we're all done. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those sites will be on there. So, yeah. We're not even done. That's not even done. This is day 1 of testing. We still got ultra short throw, long throw. You got 25 feet back to be pulled back on that 1,000 lumen projector downstairs. We've got to do that in a fully lit environment. So 22 feet back, 1,000 lumens, you got to pull a Starfield. And some people are saying, well, that's unfair. That's unfair. That's not right. That's unfair. All our screens have to go through that. Even the screen downstairs, the ultra bright screen we developed downstairs, that's a light gray screen. You know the testing that screen had to go under? That screen went through more harsh testing than I've done under the black screens. That screen has a demonstration on YouTube live showing a display of a projector being pulled back 22 feet on 1,000 lumens with a 130 watt light bulb smack in the center of the screen and pulled the Starfield demonstration with no problem. The black silvers did it outside at 6 o'clock on a 190 degree viewing angle. So no. If you're going to compare your technology as equal to ours, you have to go through all the tests like our screens have to go through. Now, I've watched your demonstrations when you do your tests. You cut a ton of corners. You'll feel them with the lights on, barely, and mostly in the dark. You hit it with a high-end projector. You get very close up on the screen and say, this is how amazing it looks. And you end it. That's the end of it. You don't do any other tests. That's the reason why when we gave you permission to make the exotics, we gave you permission to make the exotics, you couldn't do it. Because in order for you to make an exotic, it means you would have to make it in the timeline we made it. You would have to do all the test demonstrations that the screen went through And every last one of them had to be live and on the same time. You couldn't do it. And there's 12 of them. So if you can't do those simple demonstrations and tests that we do on the Exotic or any other screens we develop, then chances are you're not doing those tests on your own stuff. And if you're not, it's not going to do well in here. Tomorrow morning, your screen, this one, will be taped to that 17. And when I get up in the morning, I will be opening up those curtains and doing that demonstration as I do every morning with that technology. So let's see where it all lands at. This is going to be interesting. Then I'll take you downstairs to Big Blue, sitting in the window. You can hang out with him for a little bit. He likes to sunbathe. All right, with that being said, thank you for your time. Got to go, and God bless. We're going to be back on. Just got a few things I got to arrange it real quick. Somebody texted me about something real quick. So let me get that all arranged. We'll be back in, and we'll get these tests started. I want to get this done when we have some dark in here. We're going to do lights out and lights on. You have to see with the lights out. Because when people say, oh, you got the lights on, it's too much ambient light. I don't want to hear that. Okay? All right, got to go.